So most of the time, the best time to do your goal setting is at the end of the year to the beginning of the year. When you look at the goal settings, it normally has like six or seven breakdowns. So we have your professional goals, which is basically your work and what you do. We have health goals, which is important to know your health and to be able to know how to move on with life on a healthy way. Because if you're not healthy, then you will not be able to see 40, 50, 60. Then we have personal goals. That is now, what do I want? Who do I want to be as Liz? Who do I want to keep company of? Which books do I want to read? Then we have the financial goals, which is how much money do you want to have in your savings? How much money do you want to have on a daily basis? How much money do you want to be giving your parents and stuff like that? So you need to have financial goals. Then we have goals of just your personal life and what you want with yourself. Nice things like maybe you want to go on a holiday, you want to go on a spa, you want to, what do you want for yourself? You also need to say thank you to yourself. And then the spiritual goals. Now, all this, you're supposed to sit down and come up with something that is going to make the decision also easy. Because the minute you're confused, you want this, you want that, you want that.
No, bargaining is actually not weakness.
I know we're living in crazy days.
You don't need a new year to change your life. You need a decision.
Wow, I love
The decision can be made now. Forget about the whole of 2025. Let us start now. And when you decide you want to start now, let's move forward. Let's not look backwards. Let's not look at, you will turn to salt. You will turn to salt looking. Because you will look, oh, this person, they did this, or I did this, or it didn't work, or God has forgotten me. Or no. Start afresh. Once you start afresh, make the decision. I keep on saying, make the decision also easy for God. Because the minute you're confused, you want this, you want that, you want that.
God is like, so which one do I
So which one do I give her? And God akona wateja wengi. Si akona wateja wengi. Yes, so
right.
when you are undecisive,
Unampea kazi mingi.
unampatia kazi mingi. So that's just a joke on a lighter note, So it is good to be able to just make a decision and say, this is what, God, this is what I want. God will bless you. The minute you make that decision and say, this is what I want. Yes.
Wow, I hear it.
So you need to understand, where are you at? Where are you starting at? How am I starting my 2026? And by that, you need to ask yourself, what were your highs? What were your lows? What would you stop? What would you do? Those are things that you need to look at and be able to understand. Where are you at? Where are you heading? It's good to examine your ways. And for that, there's Lamentations 3 verse 40. Let us examine our ways and test them. So examine yourself. And when you're examining yourself, don't examine yourself with a hard whatever. No, it is good to know. I'm not very good with keeping time. How do I change? You change for keeping time. I'm not very good with doing this and this. How do I change? You see, the minute you know, it makes it very easy for you to ask for help. And before you know it, help will come.
That's right.
So the key message is, honesty is not weakness. It is wisdom. It is good to be honest with yourself. Sometimes you might be in a mental space where you just don't want anything.
That's right.
My goal is, I just want health. Deal with your health. Forget about everything else. Just deal with your health. It's good to be honest with yourself. If you're down, be honest with yourself so that you can see where to start and you grow slowly. The minute you get your health in order, then now you move on to the other goals. Yes. So you need to reflect. What were your highs? What moments stood out for you in 2025? What moments made you sad in 2025? What were your low points? What did you learn about yourself in 2025? Once you've indicated that, and me, I love written items. I love when you write things because you will go back and understand where did I make the mistake? Did I do this wrong? Did I even know? The minute you write it, it is written and you're able to go back and correct.
Even the Bible says, write it down.
Yes. So the highs and the lows are not failures. They are data to build a better life. They are a data to build a better life. I was in the university the other day at Strathmore University, and they told us if you don't have data, it is very hard for you to correct.
That's right.
If you don't have data, it's hard. So that data comes by sitting yourself down and asking yourself the tough questions.
Your
You
own
call
data.
me, myself,
Uh-huh.
and I, the three of you, you sit together and come up with something. Who is Liz? What is making me not happy? What is making me happy? How can I change? Once you know yourself, it's very easy to change to the person that you want to be. Do you like the Liz of now? No. I want another Liz. So how do I move from this one that I have to the other one that I want? So that one, you need reflection. Now, you need a dominion check to check your life. Just a dominion check. You need to check your health. You need to check your work life, and maybe school balance if you're still in school. You need to check about your money and saving. You need to check about your family and your love life. You need to check about friendships. And for friendships, I keep on telling people, if 4 of your friends are broke, who is the 5th?
You're the one.
And if 4 of your friends are prosperous, who is the 5th? It is
Definitely
you.
the one.
So also the friendships that you have will push you from one level to the other. You could have friends that at the end of the day, when you look at it, you're on the same level. And even if you're not on the same level, you're higher than them. Will you ever grow?
So there's no
You will
challenge
always
there.
think in terms of nimefika, but haujafika.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the
yeah.
people you're hanging around with are not giving you that challenge and pushing you. If I go to the university and you haven't gone to the university, let's go for college classes. Let's do this and this and this. Let's, so I'm challenging you so that you can be. But if I'm at the university and I'm just quiet, I'm happy. We will not be challenging each other. We will just stick where we are. So even in your friendships, choose people who challenge you. Choose people who have got something that you want. Liz has got networks. How can I be able to get into her networks? Liz has friends at this place. How can I be able to be friends with them? Liz has this. How can I be able to? How are you able to build strong friendships that are going to move you from one level to the other? And in that, learning to be friends. Me, I normally tell people, I have friends who are way older, I have friends who are younger. I want to learn what Gen Zs want. I want to learn what you people like. I want to learn, why don't you like things done this way? And for you, in the course of us talking, you will learn what I like, what I don't like, what we think about you people. And in that way, you can correct and we grow each other. So each and every day, be open to learn. So in your spiritual life, what do you want? Where are you at right now? Do you want a closer relationship with God? How do you want it? It is you to decide. Whatever I tell you I want, you can only help me do what I want. You cannot help me to do what I don't want. So I need to understand, what do I want? What is the meaning? What is the purpose of my life? You need to understand, who are you? What is God's purpose in your life? You need to understand yourself and be able to know. And at the end of it all, please love yourself. Ni mtoto wa mtu. Love yourself. Love yourself. Love you. Not over love, but just love
Just love
yourself.
yourself.
Love yourself. Once in a while, even if dress up well, go for dinner, have a nice time, come back to the house and you've eaten and you're happy.
Peke yako.
If it makes you happy. For me, there's something I say. You must feed. Everybody has this something that they like. Is it going to the movies? Is it watching cars? Is it eating chips and chicken? That thing that makes you happy. When you're feeling down, do it. So it's called feeding your idiot.
Oh,
You
okay.
need to feed your idiot.
Okay.
If you don't feed that idiot, you will become depressed and very angry and very whatever. Sometimes just be yourself, love yourself, and do something that makes you happy. So it keeps you going. And when you feel down and do something that makes you happy, it brings you back up. You're human. You don't want to remain down there.
That's right.
You need to move up. So most of the time, you need an identity shift for yourself. Who was Liz in 2025 and who is Liz in 2026? You need an identity shift. Identity shift, it does not mean that you're trying to change. No. Many people enter the new year trying to fix themselves. You're not fixing yourself. You're just bettering yourself. You're not fixing. You're not broken. You are not broken. You're just bent kidogo. So you're fixing yourself. You're not broken. So don't fix yourself. Ile you think you're broken. No. You're just panel beating kidogo here and there to be able to get where you want to. Money moment is the next thing. Dominion includes finances. Money is a tool, not a master. For you to be able to dominate, you want to dominate in your work area, you must look smart. You need money to get clothes to look smart.
I
Right?
love that. I love that.
You want dominion over your workplace. You need to go to school. You need money to go to school to be able to have a degree, to be able to get that job lift for you to dominate. So at the end of the day, money is a tool, not a master.
Pesa wewe. Pesa nikikushika.
Yes. Money is a tool, not a master.
Not a master.
And a saving is self-respect for your future self. As you're doing all this and getting money, how much are you saving? What are you doing? On a rainy day, if anything happens to you, will you go back down to zero? You might be sick, you might have an accident or something. Savings will come in handy to be able to shift you from one level to the other. So small amounts saved consistently will give you power over whatever happens in your life. It'll give you power to buy land. It'll give you power to get the medical treatment that you want. It'll give you power to buy the clothes that you want. It'll give you power to visit places that you want. So you need to understand, what do you want with your money culture, your money culture around you. Don't be the type you hold money like this and it gets lost like magic. Hold money like this and no, it should be hold it and you leave it, don't just, so that again you don't have a money culture that keeps money around you. Now, I want you to learn just 3 things as you're dealing with your finances and everything. You need to learn to give. You need to learn to save. And you need to learn to spend.
Wow.
How are you giving? How are you saving? And how are you spending? You need to understand, how much money am I giving? How much money am I spending? How much money am I saving? If you do not know even the amount of money you're making, will you ever know? When you're stealing from God and not giving a proper tithe, it's because you don't know. So you need to understand. In all this, we'll bring it down to 3. You need a goal, stroke faith in regards to your faith, stroke your character. You need a goal in regards to your school, work, and skills. And you need a goal in regards to money and saving. One goal is easier to achieve compared to so many goals, and you achieve none. So in your faith goals, what is your daily action? Because you need to break it down to daily, you need to break it down to weekly, you need to break it down to monthly for you to be able to sit down and have a look at what have I done? Where have I made a mistake, so that you go back and start from somewhere. You can't go back and start from the beginning of the goal setting. Maybe you came 1 month, that's where you lost the focus. So you go back to the month where you lost the focus, and then you come back. So you look at your faith goals. What is your daily action? Are you praying? Are you reading the scripture? Are you journaling? Are you serving in church? What is your faith goal? You must have a goal that you want in this year. I want to do this. In your skills, school, work, do you want to study? Do you want to be better at work? Do you want to practice? Do you want to revise? Do you want to learn? Do you want personal development? What do you want with that space? In your money goals, how are you saving? How do you track your spending? How do you avoid impulse buying? Do you really need this? Can I be able to do this and save here and there? So those are things that you need to understand. So the 90-day structure is broken down into your daily goals. It's broken down into your weekly goals and broken down into your monthly goals. So at the end of the week, what went well? What was hard? How will I be able to adjust it? Those are things that you need to look at. Once you have done that, then now you go at the end of the month. Am I more disciplined? At the end of the 3 months, if you follow the pattern the way you have already said you wanted to follow it, you will realize you'll be very disciplined. And it'll be very hard to get you out of that, because umeona your success. If I save 20 shillings every day, at the end of 30 days, I'll have 600 shillings free that I did not work hard for. And the next month, you get that motisha to save another 600, save another 1200, and move on like that. So it will make you more disciplined. Now, there's something that I keep on telling people. Grace will take you places money will not. Now, in your goal setting, you have set a goal. I want to go to Masai Mara.
Yes.
How will you go to Masai Mara? You don't even know the stage. Ya kupanda gari ya Masai Mara. You've never been to the airport. You want to go to Masai Mara. You want to go to Dubai. To go to Dubai, you need a passport. One thing is not a problem. Have you at least pushed yourself to get a passport? Have you at least pushed yourself to know ndege inakaa hivi na hivi na hivi? So those are things that you need to, when you're doing your goal setting, allow yourself to have something called an exposure challenge. Exposure challenge is where go to the places that you long to be. Go to the meetings that you long to be. You understand? Go and meet people that you would want, that you can emulate. So exposure challenge is where you go to places that you would not go on a normal day, so that you meet this high and mighty. Go to places where you meet university students. You could be in college, but when you go there, you realize, oh, they do this, they do that. So we are not so different. They give you that morale to be able to understand, I can be able to do that. So exposure is a currency. You can't pursue what your mind has never seen. You can't tell me you want to go to the airport, to go to Dubai. You have no passport. You have no nothing. You must first do something. First and foremost, where is the airport? Next, how do I get a passport? Next, what do I need? To go to Dubai, what visa do I need? How much is it? So that when you're saving that amount of money to reach Dubai. You could be thinking Dubai is 20,000. 20,000 is not even the ticket. So you see, that exposure also helps you. You need to visit new environments. Have you ever gone for a picnic? No. Go. See what happens there. Have you ever been to Intercontinental? Go to Intercontinental. Sit. The tea is expensive, but just go. Take photos. Put in your wall. Put in your wall. The tea is 500, but you'll see one time in 2026, I entered Intercontinental Hotels and I took coffee. And next time, you'll push yourself to go for lunch. You'll push yourself to go for dinner. And before you know it, hautababaishwa na power. You will become used to it. Have that audacity to stand up and go to that meeting. Be inquisitive. You see somewhere, there's a talk for youth at KICC. Go. Go be turned away, but go. If it's written free, it doesn't hurt. Go. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's going to give you a job there. You never know what forum will be open for you there. Go. So have the audacity to go to places. Don't fear. Don't look like your problems. My prayer focus for this 2026, I need clarity in life. Clarity in my business. Clarity in my Christian life. Clarity in my family. You just need clarity. Once you have clarity in what you want, it becomes very easy for things to run around you. I pray for discipline. I pray for wisdom with money. I pray for courage. And I pray for dominion. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Before I release you, one final word. Look at the camera and just advise one young man, one young lady out there, one youth struggling, trying to make it in life, trying to see how things will come around. One word for them.
I wouldn't summarize it in one word. What I will tell you is, the first thing I will tell you is, number one, love yourself. No matter how bad things look, no matter how hard it is, love yourself. The second thing I will tell you is forgive yourself. Forgive yourself for sins that are not yours, for sins that are yours, for sins that are your parents. Forgive yourself. Once you have forgiven yourself, it is very easy for you to move. And no matter what the hurdle is, lift yourself and move up. The third thing I'll tell you is, God never forgets his people. His timing might not be the timing that you want, but he always appears.
Wow. I love that. That's so powerful. Thank you so much, Liz.
Thank you.
It has been an honor. So we're gonna have season 2. We're gonna have season 2. By the way, she really has an amazing testimony. We'll be having her here again. She'll be telling us her story, how she came about to be a designer, walking all around the world. Yeah, I know you're excited as I am. So thank you so much for watching. I believe you have been blessed. Now you know how to go about your goals. Where do you begin from? How do you go? How do you follow? How do you know where you've gotten so far with your goals? And I believe you've also been blessed. Indeed, we are blessed. So thank you so much for watching. God bless you.